Hey gamers, it is Chris again, and I am back at it with the voiced over time lapses. Woohoo! So today I am going over what is probably one of the most complicated and most painful drawings I've ever done. It took me about, 26 hours, maybe 30, not counting the time I spent outside of the drawing program itself. It was a concept art exercise to design an environment for a character that we had previously designed, and I did it for this character, Tony, who I will put up on the screen in just a second. Just warning, if you have trypophobia or if you're sensitive to gore, just close your eyes for like 3 seconds and I'll let you know when it's over. Alright, ready? Close your eyes now. There's Tony. And now Tony's gone, so you can open your eyes again. Alright, so let's get into the actual speed paint. It was a very MC Escher inspired design because my original idea for Tony was that he got sucked into this sort of universal aberration, sort of weird, eldritch, sentient place sort of thing that gave him void-based powers, so I figured in order to make a place like that, it would have to look very, very impossible. And I figured, hey, what's the most impossible thing to draw? MC Escher type things with mathematics and planes that lead into other planes that don't make sense. So that's how I decided to make it. I used basic shapes on an isometric graph to ensure that everything sort of flowed smoothly. And then I started adding details, which included drawing stairs by hand because I am a maniac, and adding things like windows and bricks and other atmospheric details. The atmospheric details were sort of inspired by 1920s New York because that's what the character was initially from. So I figured when he was sucked into this place, there was also a chunk of the environment that came with him. So it's sort of an amalgamation of his experiences in the city and then this weird, mathematically impossible location. I was going to say I had a lot of fun designing this place, but that would be wrong. This entire time it was just banging my head against a wall, especially when I was adding a lot of the details. I was starting to hide the planes that I'd worked so hard on, and I almost gave up entirely on this project, but I stuck it out because I am the kind of person who is stubborn enough to draw stairs by hand. So if you look at this, you can't even see most of the detail because I was working so zoomed in. But around this time when I was adding all of these little lines, that's where the piece started to come together. And then here's the point where I really almost gave up, where I realized, oh, I've made a mathematically impossible thing, and now I have to figure out how to shade it in a way that makes sense. So you'll see a little bit of how I tackled that challenge, and then what the final looks like in color at the end. That being said, even though it was a pain and a half, I am still very happy that I worked on this piece because it really taught me a lot about designing backgrounds that make sense. It taught me that I am capable of drawing difficult things at different angles and things like that. And it even wound up getting accepted to a gallery show when a portrait piece that I was very proud of didn't. So it was one of those situations where maybe because I was so hard on myself while drawing it, this piece had a lot of value that I didn't immediately see. So if you find yourself doing something similar, like you've got a piece that you're just absolutely unable to get done, just know that a lot of the time there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and even if the piece doesn't turn out the way you expected it to, you can still look back and say that you learned something. So that's your little motivational spiel for today. I hope you enjoy this video. Sorry it's a little bit late. I woke up this morning and realized, crap, I forgot to plan a speed paint for today. So then it was really crunch time, edit quickly time. Hopefully I'll get better at it. editing quickly, I mean, and doing things on time. My worst enemy. I have ADHD. Have I mentioned that? I don't think I need to mention it. I think it's pretty obvious. But anyway, I hope you enjoy the rest of this piece, and I'll see you later.